Hi, I'm Tati, and this is the Folklore Book Tag. So, I am a big fan of Taylor Swift's folklore, and I am so excited to match these songs up with books. I will leave the original tag video linked in the description, so let's get right into it. First up is the one, A Couple You Don't Agree With. This was a bit of a hard prompt for me because I usually ship whatever the ship of the book is. However, after scanning through my Goodreads shelf, I think I did find one that will work, and that is Cornelius Snow and Lucy Graybard from the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Next up is Cardigan, a book that you loved but the ending disappointed you. For this one, I'm going to go with Again by E. Lockhart. I did really enjoy this book. I thought the concept of it was super interesting and engaging. And it's not that the ending was exactly disappointing. However, I did find it kind of abrupt. Like, I was reading it and I turned the page and all of a sudden I was reading the acknowledgments. Like, looking back at it, I could see how the last chapter makes a good last chapter, but I didn't feel like it was the last chapter when I was reading it. The Last Great American Dynasty, a villain you can't help but love. And I finally have an answer for this kind of prompt from a book I read this year, and that is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. And it is both of the main characters from that book, Prince Elion and Princess Lyra. Because at least at the beginning of the book, I would say that they are both the villain of each other's stories. Next up is Exile, your favorite dark, hard-hitting contemporary. One of the ones that came to mind first is Faking Normal by Courtney C. Stevens. Next up is My Tears Ricochet, a character death that destroyed you. So I have my standard answer for this, but it's a bit of a spoiler, but I don't know how to answer this without it being a spoiler no matter what book I choose. So I apologize in advance, and also I'll just say that it is a character death in this book. I won't say who it is. Mirrorball, a character that goes under major character development. And for this one I'm going to go with Cassie from the Fifth Wave trilogy by Rick Yancey. 7, your favorite childhood book. There is absolutely no way I could pick just one favorite childhood book. However, one that I have been reminded of recently is The Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frank Weller. August, your favorite summertime read. Okay, so I have like a couple of authors, or more than a couple of authors, that are my go-to for summertime reads. They're always a good source for a fun, fluffy, romantic contemporary YA that is like my go-to in summer. And one of those authors is Sarah Dessen. So pretty much anything by Sarah Dessen would work for this prompt for me. This Is Me Trying, a book that always pulls you out of a slump. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, my ultimate comfort reread. Illicit Affairs, your guilty pleasure read. Now, I don't really feel guilty about any of the books I read. For the sake of this prompt, I'm going to go with the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Invisible String, your book boyfriend/girlfriend. I never have an answer for these kinds of prompts. I love my ships as my ships, and I don't want to mess with them. Mad Woman, your favorite strong female protagonist. There are so many I could go with for this one, but I'm going to go with one of my favorites, Nancy Drew. And it's true, Nancy can be a bit of a damsel in distress at times. However, more often than not, she ends up kicking butt and saving the day. Epiphany, a character that has overcome a lot. For this one, I'm going to go with Enola from the Enola Holmes series by Nancy Springer. Betty, a character that deserved better. And I'm not going to say why, even though this is a classic, just in case of spoilers. But I am going to go with Beth from Little Women. Peace, your favorite fictional couple. Bonus points if they went through a lot together. Again, favorites. I can't choose. I have so many favorite fictional couples. However, really trying to go with the vibe of the song where one of them feels like they could never give the other peace, I'm going to go with Ruby and Liam from The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. Hoax, a fictional breakup that destroyed you. There are a couple that like pulled on my heartstrings, like the breakup that happens in this series. It's also a little bit spoilery, or the breakup that happens in this series. And an honorable mention to The Breakup in the Stars We Steal by Alexa Dunn, because in that book, that breakup is kind of what propels the whole romance plot. And that was the Folklore Book Tag. If you want to give this tag a shot, consider yourself tagged by me. Let me know in the comments what your favorite songs from Folklore are, or what your favorite folklore songs and book pairings are. I think my favorite songs, there's a tie between Exile and August. If you liked this video, please give it a like. I have new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. Alright. I did that for the last video, right? I kind of like the amount of light it is. I'm worried that it's not enough for the camera to stay in focus. I went to the wrong shelf. Wow. Epiphany. This is a long album.